Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about your person. Whoever came to mind when this reading found you and you felt drawn to it. We are going to be chatting about their overall stance in the connection today. So overall, what do they really think about you? How do they really feel about you? I'm going to pick that apart for you in today's reading and give you the honest truth as always. So, okay. First two cards up, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, okay? So Gemini is presented here. That could be their sun, moon, or rising sign, or possibly yours. Let's get a couple more cards out. The Page of Swords is coming out now. There's something about your communication that stands out to this person. This could be the way you speak, the way you talk, the way your voice sounds. If you're a singer, maybe just the way you sound in general. They think you have a beautiful voice or a very attractive voice. And it could also be the way you communicate with each other. They highlight, they pay close attention to the type of communication you share, the way you sound, the words you choose to use with one another. We also have the Sun coming out. That's Leo energy, and it's positive thoughts that they have about that. They really like the way your voice sounds. They really like the way you communicate. They like the way the two of you talk back and forth with one another. It intrigues them, it inspires them, and they're feeling very happy overall, I would say. The one synchronicity we have between the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun is abundance. So it could also be that the two of you have cultivated abundance together, as in, if this is your current partner, the two of you feel very stable financially with one another, or if you if you don't have joint finances or something like that, they feel like you are an abundant type of person to be around, either literally or metaphorically. They don't feel like they're lacking anything with you in this connection. They feel like they have more than enough here with you, emotionally, materially, and just especially mentally, because this person feels like you really stimulate their mind. There's something about the way you speak that really intrigues them. It inspires them in a lot of ways. I think they also feel very happy and very hopeful about where this connection is going and the future that it can hold. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords that came out with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this person might actually be the one that's holding back a little bit. They could have something they need to say to you, but it's almost like they feel like their lips are zipped, like they can't. Because again, we have this energy of communication being so, so important to your person. The way you speak, the way the two of you talk to each other. But this time it came out with the Eight of Swords, which is kind of like invisible prisons. It's about feeling bound, feeling restricted, feeling trapped. Okay, so I think this is talking about your person having something to say to you, but not feeling like they can say it just yet. And I'm not getting a heaviness behind that. It seems like from their viewpoint, the two of you really are good at talking things out. That's not a concern of theirs, but it could be that they have some kind of a confession to make to you that they've been thinking about a lot lately. Or it could even just be that prior to meeting you, they really struggled with open communication. And so they're noticing that that has stopped in this connection. It's like a stark contrast to what they've experienced in the past, where maybe they felt like they couldn't open up at all, or they couldn't speak their mind at all ever. And now with you, it's like the complete opposite. The two of you have a really good flow of communication. Things are positive, and they feel like they can just come right out and say it. I also think that they have some sort of urgent news that they want to bring to you, and maybe they're thinking about how to actually approach that and do it. Okay? Let's get out a couple more cards. Let's talk about this person's overall intentions in this connection. How about that? What are their overall goals and intentions towards the viewer, please? Okay. We have the Moon, and it came out with the Queen of Pentacles. This person's overall intentions in this connection, please. Things are coming out in pairs now, which is interesting. We have the Star, and it came out with the Nine of Cups. Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful combo. That's wish fulfillment. That's like literally wishing upon a star and having it granted for you. Wow. Okay. All right, let's get a couple more cards out. We'll see if they come in pairs again. Talk to me about this person's overall intentions in this connection, please. This person's overall intentions. They want to get better at opening up, they just said. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. Hold on, I'll get more cards, but sometimes when I channel messages, they're very fleeting. They come in and out so quick. It's like I have to grab them like they're a feather in the wind before they fly away, okay? The Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. This person wants to get better. That's what this is, right? Your person has struggled with being honest and open in the past with their communication. Maybe they kept a lot of secrets hidden. Maybe they just kept their emotions deep down and they never expressed them. They plan on getting better at that because you come across as somebody who's very stable, you're mature, you're grounded, and you're not going anywhere anytime soon in their eyes. As in, when you plant your feet somewhere, you stay committed to that place or that connection, unless something makes you want to move or something like that. So they feel like you've already committed to this connection, or you have some level of serious commitment to the point where they feel stable enough to work through whatever this subconscious gunk is that they need to work out. And I think a lot of it involves emotional expression. This person really feels like they can learn to be more open emotionally, to tell the truth instead of keeping secrets, and to do some inner work and bring it out, because you're gonna remain stable and constant, even if things come out that aren't necessarily happy, you know what I mean? So, and this person also feels like they want to fulfill your dreams in a lot of ways, I guess you could say. Maybe there's one way to do that, I don't know, but they want to fulfill your wishes. They want to fulfill your dreams. I think they also really want to continue to heal, and they want to see you heal. They really feel like this is the type of connection where things are mutual and there's a lot of growth potential for the two of you. And they want to see that continue. They also feel like as time goes on, everything is just going to get better and better and continue to progress into the point where like your person already feels like they're not lacking anything in this connection. Everything is good. Everything is great. They feel like it can only get better from here, basically. So we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we have one solo card coming out for their intentions. The Knight of Cups is kind of a card of like, I kind of read the Knight of Cups almost like a hopeless romantic, right? So I think your person also intends on bringing more romance into this connection, maybe getting better with their romantic expression, especially since it feels to me like that's been a struggle for them in the past and maybe something they're still struggling with a little bit. I think that they have committed to working on that. So if your person struggles with romantic communication, for example, if words of affirmation are not their love language, but they know it means something to you, they're going to work on that. They're going to get a little bit better at being expressive about their feelings. They could also be intending on continuing romantic energy or bringing even more of it to the table. Romantic gestures, classic hopeless romantic things like dinner dates and flowers. And, if this person is a musician or a poet, writing you songs, writing you poems, sending you nice messages, or, just verbalizing their feelings better. Or if they're an artist, maybe painting you something, drawing you something, or creating something for you, because the Knight of Cups is also a very creative knight. Okay, so we have Gemini, Leo energy coming out. We have Virgo with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we have Aquarius with the Star. And we also have Pisces coming out twice with the Moon and the Knight of Cups. I also sometimes get Cancer energy from the Moon because Cancer is ruled by the Moon in astrology. So I would say, honestly, this person has pure intentions towards you, and they plan on things only getting better and better as time goes on. Again, something about communication is highlighted. Your person has felt like they have had to be either dishonest or shut out involving communication in the past. And I think that that is shifting and changing, and that's something they plan on working through and being more expressive with you as time goes on. So seems to me like they have genuine intentions here, positive intentions, and they like a lot of things about you. This person feels very positively about you and your connection. Let's get out a couple of messages just for you now. I invite you to recenter your focus and energy back toward yourself again. If this reading has been resonating with you, I would love it if you would let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing if you're new. Your first message is the Cougar with leadership. You have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. Okay? And then over here, we have your affirmation of the day. I invite you to affirm this with me by dropping it below in the comments. It is, today I am happy. Today, happiness and love will fill my heart and soul all day. Love it. I am going to leave this reading here. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.